inside Anambra State terror cell. Good evening, good afternoon, and good night, or it depends on wherever that you are around the world watching me. We are looking inside Anambra State, the home of most honorable men in Igbo land, the home of Ikemba of Nnewi, and the home of very notorious criminals in Igbo land as well, and the home of one of the most useless governors so far, and the home of one of the most human pass sellers governors in Igbo land. Now let us go into Anambra State. There is a governor called Governor Charles Chukwuma Soludo. This man assumed power sometimes 2021. Yeah, sometimes 2021. That was when the election was done, or selection was done. Was it 2021 or 2022, if I'm not mistaken? If I'm not mistaken, that was when the selection was done in Anambra State, and he came into power. When he came into power in Anambra State, a lot of people have died. A lot of people. Before his selection, many people thought, because there was great faith that once he come, he is not going to be anti-Biafra. He is not going to be anti-Biafra. He is somebody who is going to give people the chance to actually say what is in their mind. So there is this great hope, and providing the fact that the people who marketed Soludo were actually those who said that they are Biafra agitators, that is coming from IPOB-DOS, when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. So Soludo was speaking good about Biafra agitation, in fact, blaming Nigerian government for kidnapping, for buying the Biafra agitators. So on that platform, there was a hope. So the people stood near him. But prior to this man coming into power, he have raised some touts who are going around buying the people in Anambra State. In fact, one of them, because before he took power, there was what we called Ebubago, and this Ebubago have massacred a lot of our people, have buyed a lot of our people. So when he took over power, he worked with Ebubago to a great extent, then launched Udogachi, which he said, these people is to bring hope in Anambra State. They are to bring joy to the people of Anambarian, that the time of buying them have gone. Now it is a new hope. Now, when he launched Udogachi, it turns out that Udogachi is the great tragedy. Udogachi as a group it turns out that Ebubago is even better than the Udogachi. If you go to Anambra State today, Udogachi sells human pass. In fact, if you have this thing to buy kidney, once you approach Udogachi, they will look for a young man for you, buy that person and harvest the person organ. It has been like that. The same Udogachi or Soludo have brought people in Anambra State. Ndakodo is in charge of collecting money by force from people, using stick to buy them. If you refuse to give them money, they will buy you. In fact, on the course of this very video, I will play you a lot of them, including a young man who went to Nyonshi in one dump, and Udogachi buyed him, ended his life there, including a woman who was selling this thing by the roadside. They went there on the case of chasing the woman. They chased the woman into motor, and the motor buyed the woman, ended the woman's life. A lot of atrocities have been committed by this Udogachi. There is a terrorist cell in Anambra State. This terrorist cell is in charge of kidnapping and harvesting people's organ in Anambra State. But before we go into that terrorist cell, this woman that you see here, her son was taken by Udogachi, and her son, this woman called her son to come and pick her up after selling in the evening, because the woman said that is what she does. After selling in the evening, she calls her son to come and pick her up. So on that regrettable day, she called her son to come and pick her, and her son picked her. So on the way going home, she said she wants to buy Pampers. She came down, and her son was waiting for her to buy the Pampers. While she went to buy Pampers, Anambra Udogachi came and took her son, that she was there crying. Leave her, leave him. He is waiting for me to buy Pampers. They took this son. And all the effort of the family to rescue this son proved abortive. In fact, they have lost hope. Like the son was going to a year in Udogachi's cell. They have lost hope. They never even thought that the guy is alive again, because they never allowed them to see the guy until Harris Mgwamni should take over. This very issue that I'm going to play to you, this issue happened a little while ago. But why I am trying to bring all the atrocities happening in Anambra State, there are a lot of them, very, very barbaric, where Soludo and his men sell human parts in Anambra State to the highest bidders. If you doubt me today, approach any security agencies by Anambra State. All these terrorists that they are breeding everywhere in Anambra State, just tell them that you want to buy human pass. They are going to get you the fresh human pass. That's what is going on in Anambra State. Take for instance, there was a time somebody was kidnapped, and the Reverend Father, since Obimma, Reverend Father Obimma, or whatever his name is, was saying, oh, these people were kidnapped, they were alleging kidnappers, and lo and behold, when they were released, they made their confessions that they buy people there, they sell human parts and all of this. So eventually, when they were captured, it turns out to be part of Anambra State security. A lot of evil is happening in Anambra State. And let me tell you, Anambra State is not a security. Be aware. If you are coming down within this territory, if the Biafra Liberation Army or any Biafran agencies catch up with you, it's better for you, because they will release you in good faith if you are innocent, than you are being captured by Anambra State security apparatus, because they are actually going to sell your organs to the highest bidder. I think, let me play to you these very findings by Harris and Gwamnishu in order to confuse your doubt. Let us go there, please.
Right. Good morning. My name is Harrison Gwamnishu. In Anambra State, Akwamwafo, Mam Kunyimo State. I'm from the southeast and then from the south. So, but maternal home, Imo State, paternal home, Delta. So I'm your brother, and I cannot lie to you. I will always ensure that I tell you the truth, for your own good. All right. The security agencies in Anambra State, the local security that we have, are not working in line with the Constitution of Nigeria. All right. They are doing things as if they are created on their own, and when they start doing evil, the evil they are doing now will overshadow the good they've done. All right. So let it not be that they are doing good in the open and behind the scene they are doing evil. A whole lot of irregularities going on, which I am bringing out to the public and also to the governor of Anambra State to look into it thoroughly and ensure that the vigilante in Anambra State do the right thing, so that innocent persons will not end up being victims. All right. So last year August, this man Emeka was arrested by the then AVG. All right. This man says Costard, this is him, was arrested, and nobody have seen him since last year August till now. The family have not spoken to him. They have not heard from him. Nobody knows his whereabouts until I entered the matter and I got this video. So they now know that this man is alive and is hidden somewhere away from people. Not just him. If you check the video, you see that there are other people in the cell handcuffed for the past almost 1 year now. He has been handcuffed inside where they kept him. January.
Thank you very much.
So the family, they've spent money, they got a lawyer, they've written petition to the police. And do you know one thing? Why would the police ignore such petition? A vigilante arrested somebody last year, August. The family wrote a petition in the same last year, and the police will just ignored the petition. If you arrest somebody, you don't detain them in your facility for days. You don't do that. You arrest, you hand over to the police. Police will now carry out further investigation and then possibly charge the court if there is any reason to be to charge such suspect to court. If you don't find anything with them or they are innocent of the crime, you will release them. But these guys will keep these people vigilante, will keep them for months. For look at it now, almost 1 year in the cell. All right. So the commander for the AVG then, who is now working with Udogachi, his name is Mr. Celestine. They call him Selemo. All right. And this video was obtained from Amici, where they have the detention facility. And not just that, there are other detention facilities in the states, which the government, I believe they are aware, but there's no way somebody will have a detention facility and the government will not be aware. So who is involved in this? Is the commander, who is known as Celestine Selemo, who is now working in Oka, Udogachi, there in Oka. So he knows whereabouts of this man. This is the mother of the young man detained, appealing, narrating what transpired.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Oge bụ mama Emeka kedu ezigbo afọ ya kedu ihe a na-akpọ ya ka ezigbo afọ ya bụ Emeka onye Emeka Kogbu ọkụ nwa ga ka ọ bụ nwa nke ọ bụ ga-enwe ya n'afọ anụrụ m na emere ya arrest. Ị nwere ike ịkọwara m ka esiri wee mee arrest ya?
Esiri mee arrest bụ na ezigbo kpọọ ya ebe m nọ mee ka ọ na ndị akpa adịghị na ọ na ndecha ahịa akpọ onye na kwunye ya bịa buru werecha ahịa m na-ere kpọọ ya site na bịa buru na eke ọsọ ya ka ọ bịara buru pụta na stọọ nsị ka njegoro pampas ya chere m ọkwụsịzie m pampas ahụ ka m gotere agbakọnatazi ya kpụrụ ya selebi bi ndị otu ya bịa kpụrụ ya mbebezi ya kwatibe mkpu akpụrụ ha ya pụọ mere chirata azụ bịa buru mashin ebe 8 o'clock nke abalị amaghị ha nkọkụ n'aka kweta ebe a nwere na ụwakịtakarị mmebe anyị niile onweghị ihe ahụ mkpọmkpọ ochie fon mere mmebi nwere maka onweghị fon eje ha tụtara ya anya ka e jiri ha
Kwụsị na ọ na-eke ka a nọrọ mmee ya bụ arrest.
eke ka ọ kpọrọ
Selemo ọ bụghị Selemo ọ bụghị Selebi nọọ Selemo Selemo ahụ anyị na-ekwu okwu ọnyanwa mere ndị otu ya mere arrest ka kedu ndị bụ ihe ahụ abụ
ndị otu ya ihe njiri mara nọ ndị otu ya bụ na anyị chọziri ya jee na sekretrịeti be anyị n'ọsọ asị anyị jebe amit nọ na amit ga-ebugere anyị wee jebe amit deruo Selemo wee sị mụ chefu ya Emeka emekwutezina maka ya Emeka anyị apụghị ebe anyị ewere egbe gbajisi ya anyị ọkpa anyị berezi ya kọwa
O nwere ihe o kwuru na ọnya kpatara ejiri wee mee ya arrest?
o meghị ihe o kwuru
Kemgbe ahụ emekwara na ya arrest, o nweela ka gị na nwa gị ahụ emere arrest bụ Emeka siri wee fụ ma ọ bụkwadịrị kwuo na foonu?
anyị apụghị na n'ihu ahụhụ m na-aga foonu ọkpọ meghị ka m siri hụ etu ahụ o si esi m chefuo Emeka na ya ka anyị nọ ruo taa agala
Ị nwere ike icheta n'ọnwa mgbe e mere arrest?
ezuteghị n'ime uche m kemgbe ahụ a kpụrụ Emeka uche m amaghị uche m pụrụ apụ
Okay. Mana a sị gị kwuo kịta ị nwere ike icheta ihe dị ka ọnwa n'ole ọ nọrọ na n'aka ha?
obere ihe o ji adị ọ bụrụ mgbe ahụ
Ee. Okay. Nsogbu adịghị. Ọ ya ka nsị ka m jụọ gị. Gbajisie ike.
So you just watched this very touching video. This woman have been without her son for the last, going to a year now, going to a year in Anambra State. Anambra State is just a jungle, a place that no one prays to live now. A place no one prays to live. So in this particular video now that you are watching, this is another Harrison Gwamnishu finding in Anambra State. 150 people stuck in a private residential office for close to a year by the same Udogachi, like you see them this place. This is a private residential house which they use to turn their office, Udogachi office of Anambra State. And many of you people, you don't know what Udogachi is in Anambra State. These very people are inhuman. These very people buys people for whatsoever. So it is estimated that in this particular house, over 150 people are stuck in this particular house. Residential, as you can see here, here is the corridor of the house. And this is room and parlor. Just check how the inside is going to be stuck. If the passage is already stuck, just check. And these very people, most of them have been a year plus here. Most of them have been 6 months. Most of them have without anything. And this is the current state of Anambra State. And nobody is talking. There are people who marketed this guy. Oh, he will be pro-Biafra. He will support the Biafra movement. He will speak. Oh, he cannot stop the agitators. That was the 419 that they 419 our own people and made them to stand on this beast. Now, today in Anambra State, they can disappear you without trace. Check for yourself. These very people, 150 people, in a private residential house. What have they done? What have they done? Absolutely nothing. I said I will be dropping the criminals. And this place, they sell human pass. They sell human pass to the highest bidder. If you bring money, they will go there and check. They put human being like goose. They will ask you, which one do you want? They will bring it and butchara gear. This is evil. Man, inhumanity to man. This is what is happening in Anambra. Anambra, where I was born, this is what is happening there. And it has come to the time that we need to put a stop. And I am begging anybody, the security agencies in Biafra territory, because I do not have faith in Nigeria. I am the only person who doesn't have faith in the animal kingdom called Nigeria. If the governor, a sitting governor, can do this to vulnerable people, people that feed from hand to mouth, how much more others? And I am begging well-conscientious people to wake up to condemn these very atrocities. And let me tell you, Anambra State is the only jungle, the place that you don't pray to be in. Once you wake up, go wherever that you are going on time, go home on time. Otherwise, if you are being kidnapped, disappeared in Anambra State, there is not coming back. So my advice is you go out in the morning, come early. Even in the morning, it's not safe. It's not safe. Like early in the morning, it's not safe. They can kidnap you early in the morning. Anambra State have turned into a kidnapping kingpin by those who are telling you about insecurity. You can imagine 150 people seized for over a year, no trial, nothing, stuck in a particular place. They sell people's pass. It is very, very, very appalling. So let me leave you. You're listening to Harris and Gwamnishu. When you come back, I am going to take you to more.
Good morning. My name is Harrison Gwamnishu. This is an emergency. All right. If you are watching this video, please help me and repost it and help me, to share it, so the authority can be aware of what is going on in Anambra State. All right. Before I start, please watch this video. This is the office in Oka. This is AVG, so Anambra Vigilante Group. I think that's the name. It's a security outfit. It's not a police station. It's not a military base or owned by civil defense. This is just a vigilante group, security outfit, who are supposed to work with the police. But now, if you watch this building, by the side of the building, this is where they have the cell. They have up to 1, 2, 3 cells in this place. You see, if you go back, let's go back again. You will see that you have more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 cells by the side of the building. Now look at this man. Look at this man unhandcuffed in the cell. These people here have been here since January this year. January, nobody took them to court. Vigilante outfit. Look at them. Look at people. Look at people. Look at human beings. Look at them. These are people. Some of them, their families are looking for them. Look at them here. Look at them. This is just one of the cells. There are other cells, one by the right, another one again before this one. You understand? So, this video just watched now is from Anambra State, Udogachi, the vigilante, the security outfit set up by the government. All right. Do they have right to have a holding cell where they keep people for 4, 3 months, 5 months? Do they have the power? If they have the power, who give them the power? This security outfit are not supposed to be regulated, supervised by the police. What are the police doing? What is the Commissioner of Police Anambra State doing? That if a security outfit can have a cell and keep people for 5 months, 4 months, more than 150 persons are currently held in their facility without trial, without taking them to a competent court of jurisdiction. What is going on? Is the governor aware of this? Is the governor aware of what's going on? Is the military aware that this security outfit is holding people in the cell for months without trial? What's going on with us in this country? Should I talk about the people who died in the custody? That they moved away in the night to God knows where? A lot of every day there are missing people. Nobody knows where they are. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on with us in this country? Yes, thank you for your good job, Udogachi. But why not do the work? Follow the rule of law, the process. The process. Who gave you the right to own a holding cell where you keep people for months? Who gave you the right to have a cell where you keep people for months? They are in the cell suffering. There is no toilet facility. So once they go to toilet, they tie it in a nylon. They throw it out to the next compound. That same compound, they took people to court. I don't know how they did it. The government, the people got scared and they all vanished. I've tried to reach out to the Commissioner of Police Anambra State. I don't have his number to report this thing going on to him. All right, and I just pray that this video will get to them is it legal for a security outfit, a vigilante, to have a holding cell where they keep people for months? You keep people in the holding cell for months. It becomes an issue. It becomes a serious issue for not just the people, also to the government and to the authorities. It becomes a serious issue.
Talking about the atrocities going on in Anambra State, so this one, Harrison Gwamnishu, please remember the first one, Harrison, second one, Harrison, third one, Harrison. Harrison is a human rights activist, just one person reporting all these heinous crimes in Anambra State. How much more other human rights defenders? You can imagine the crime. So Anambra State is not where somebody is going to live at this very point in time. I am letting you to know the truth. Anambra State is one of the worst inhumane place that you are going to live. Number one is that your life is not going to be guaranteed in Anambra State. They may buy you, unalive you. It have happened to a lot of people, and once they unalive you, they will tell you, once they catch you, they will tell you, go anywhere, that you are not going to be free, that it have happened to so people, it have happened to so people. Is it your own that is going to be normal, that they are going to deal with you? These very people boast practically in everything that they do. They boast about it. They will tell you that there is nothing that you can do, and there is nothing that you can do. So in this another episode, Harrison Gwamnishu brings what a lawyer sent to him about somebody in Anambra State. This heavily pregnant woman, a young woman that you can see here, and the little child, and the husband are about two sons, the husband and the woman. One daughter, a son, the husband and the woman was arrested in Anambra State by Udogachi and dumped in their butcher house, because that is what it is. That is where they butcher innocent people, sell their organs and harvest their organs. This is very troublesome. Everybody should wake up to know what Soludo is doing in Anambra State. Soludo is showing the people where his wealth come from. That is the reason why he began the hunt down of native doctors. Up to today, there is nothing found in the native doctors, because he wants to cover up. He wants people to see that he is against native doctor, whereas he is doing worst. He is into money ritual. Now, this woman and the husband, including the two little children, were kidnapped by Udogachi. Nobody believes that they are still alive, because they have practically looked for them everywhere. They cannot find the trace of them living until they go to, what are they calling it? They went to Oka, Lion Base Oka, where they found the woman, the husband, and the children. So the lawyer practically sent this to Harrison Gwamnishu. In case if you don't know Harrison Gwamnishu is SA to the governor of Anambra, to the governor of Delta State, but he resigned on the platter that his people are suffering and he cannot help his people. So he resigned that he cannot be in the government where Fulani people comes to buy his own people. So let us go and play Harrison Gwamnishu's own case. Let us go and play it and then know what is happening. After then, I will be right back, please.
All right, good morning. My name is Harrison Gwamnishu. Last time I posted about the Anambra civilian security outfit, the vigilante. I told you guys they have illegal detention facilities in Anambra State. All right, the police came out to defend them and said yes, it happened before, and they cautioned them, blah 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 blah, and then that they don't have such thing again. And I also brought evidence of my allegation. I brought it out to the public, brought out a video where someone assisted me to video the cell, and also people detained the cell. Until today, the police or the security outfit have not come out to say I'm lying, or the stories are fabricated. All right, I want to put it to Anambra State government, Anambra Police Command, that the vigilante in the state, they have private cells where they keep people without them going to court, and it is illegal. It's illegal. I don't know I don't know what Anambra State government is practicing, but it is illegal. All right. Now, I got this message from a lawyer. A lawyer sent me this last night. All right. I'm going to just take time to read it and see the content. Let me just summarize. Now, on the 30th of May, a woman, the husband, 3 children were arrested by Udogachi. See, today, nobody knows why this family were arrested. Now, the wife is heavily pregnant. She's heavily pregnant with her children, with the husband. They are detained not at the police cell, not at the SS facility, not at a civil defense or military base or anywhere. They are detained at the vigilante office at Lion Base in Oka. They looked for them everywhere. They could not find them until the uncle went to Oka, went to Lion Base, and he saw them with his 2 eyes. This is what the lawyer sent to me. You can go through it. So, I wish to call the attention of Anambra State government, Anambra State Police Command, to the illegalities being perpetrated by these guys. I give them kudos to whatever they are doing, the jobs they are doing. But if the evil you are doing supersede the good you are doing, it means you are doing nothing. Because the bad thing you are doing will always cover the good things you are doing. And this should be investigated. Please help me tag the Anambra State government, His Excellency Governor Soludo. He may not know what is going on, but this is the reality on ground. He may not know. He may not know. The Commissioner of Police Anambra State, I sent him one of these stories before. He didn't get back to me. Just have a law where who gave you the power to a vigilante to arrest suspect, keep them in the cell for almost 1 month, 2 months, 1 year without handing over to the police. Which power are they working with? Or which constitution are they working with? Is Anambra State another country of its own? So these are the issues. All right. So this man, they are still detained. All right. So I wish to tag everybody involved, everybody, authorities in Anambra State, for them to look into these crimes being committed by these civilians at security outfits. Thank you.
Even the poor motorists are not being spared. Watch this particular video of a young boy, a motorist in Anambra State, who was unalived by Soludo's Aboro. In Anambra State, they went to collect money from this young driver and do to what? 800 naira. So the price of human being in Anambra State is 800 naira. That is how low and how cheap that Anambra State have become. It is a dead zone. I am letting you to know, Anambra State, it is a death trap entirely. Now, this guy, the value of his life is 800 naira. They want to collect 800 naira from him. As a motorist, due to he did not have it, they angrily used something to hit his head and the guy died entirely. So nobody is left out in Anambra State. Before you say, I am the person saying, let me leave this brother to give you the report. This is complete report of what have been happening in Anambra State. I just bring all of them for you to know that Anambra State is a death trap. There are lots, but I cannot compile all of them together. What is happening in that state? It is a death trap. Let us go and listen to this very brother. After then, we will be right back, please.
Hello, Ndebai. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm bringing you an update from Onitsha, Anambra State. And it now happened that Anambra Soludo, they have killed yet another bus driver. Yesterday, on Sunday, Hana now the bus driver go, and he couldn't deliver 800 naira, and they just killed him. Habu Road, Koyen as we see. And the young man slumped and died. This young man is from Amici, Nnewi South, Anambra State. Etinyege ozie na Akudo mortuary here in Nnewi, Anambra State. And it's very sad. Soludo promised us African Dubai Taiwan. Is this how we're going to achieve African Dubai Taiwan? Anambra State government, we don't need Agbero in Anambra State again. Just watch this video. It's very heartbreaking. It's very heartbreaking, and all we are asking for is for Agbero to be taken off the streets of Anambra State.
So you have had it. Soludo promised them African Dubai Taiwan, and African Dubai Taiwan is selling of people's organ, buying of people, kidnapping of people, selling their organ. Anambra State, as it stands now, is one of the worst places for human being to live. In fact, it is an animal kingdom, Anambra State. Now, let us go into other news, if there is time, please. So, in this particular video, you can now see the people, Soludo's boys, dragging a motorist. You can see the person, just because this person parked to buy something, they double cross the person, drag the person down, and seize the person's motor. This is what is going on in Anambra State as it stands now. If you wake up, if you are in that state and you wake up in the morning, thank God, this is somebody's motor. Like this now, you may not see this motor again. Yeah, you may not see the motor again. The motor will just disappear because they kidnap people, sell their pass, they even kidnap motors, bukaya, sell their pass. That is what Soludo, the development that Soludo have brought to you. So when Soludo pay all these very criminals to go out and campaign, and by the way, we have said we don't want campaign in our land. We don't need any governor again in our land. Biafra have been declared. We are going to defend our own territories. That's just it. Now, again, in the same Anambra State, this video that you are seeing here is a village Fulani herdsmen attack. Why Fulani herdsmen sack too many villages? You can see people running, Obane, Tane, or whatever that they call this community. You can see people running away from their community. Now, there is no Udogachi intimidating people in this community to save them. There is no Udogachi. Udogachi is only powerful when they see their fellow Igbo man to kidnap, when they see their fellow Igbo woman to kidnap and make them go through pens. That is the only time Udogachi is powerful in Anambra State. I wish you to share this very video and hit the like button. This is what is happening in Anambra State. And there are too many to talk about. Maybe in other edition of this very video, because this very video have been too long. In other edition of this very video, I will bring to you other heinous crime committed by Chukwuma Soludo in Anambra State. Stay tuned. My name still remains Onyebuchi Ashiburobi. Share this very program and hit the like button, please. Most importantly, hit the like button and share the program. Bye for now. I love you all. Bye.